Michelle, can you see me over there?
Yeah, everything looks good.
Okay, everything looks good. All right. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Hi, Allison. Thanks for joining. I am sitting here in it's a sunny day in Kansas City. So I didn't realize last week when I was here, we had snow outside. And this week we have sunshine and there's my friend Tamara. Hi, Tamara. We have sunny skies today, and that led to sunshine streaming in this window right here. So at the last minute, we had to figure it out, and so luckily we did. So you might think the lighting's not quite as good as last week. So anyway, excuse that. I hope everybody can see everything. If you can't see something and you want me to maybe show it again, go ahead and put a comment and let me know. And first of all, I want to let everybody know who's watching, I did at the last minute today decide I was going to do a giveaway for all of you that are live. And what I'm going to be giving away is both this issue of the Vintage Notions Monthly, the February issue, which is issue 14 in my series. And I'm also going to be giving away some, I don't know if you guys can see them. I'll hold them up. Some beautiful mother of pearl buttons. And those buttons will be perfect for using in my upcoming workshop. So I'm going to tell you about that so everybody knows. I'll circle back to it at the end of today's live event. But I'm doing a workshop and it is going to be a lot of fun. It's a 3-part video series, just sharing some of my thoughts on growing your passion for making. And in order to discuss that, we're going to be making a couple projects with mother of pearl buttons. So stay tuned at the end of this episode. Please let me know, or I will share one of those sneak peeks of those projects, which I mentioned here. If you got my newsletter, you might have heard about it, or if you saw the posts I've put up telling about the live event. So stay tuned for not only learning about the sneak peek, but we will also I'll have Michelle help me pick a winner of people who comment, and that winner will win the buttons and the monthly issue. So to start with, you might have seen a fun apron online that I posted. So I'm going to share that with you. And then we'll go through some of the fun things in that magazine that's part of the giveaway. And later on in the episode, I'm going to share some really fun ideas for team spirit crafts and let you see some of my Chiefs accessories, both jewelry and a fun project that you can make, as well as some face masks that my mom made for me. So stay tuned for all that. To start with, this apron, which I'm going to, it's tough to show everything in this format, but I'm going to show you. You guys can see the heart. Put my head right through there. How about that? Okay, so who doesn't love polka dots? I love polka dots, absolutely love polka dot fabric. And this apron has a wonderful heart that is the actual main part of the bodice. And then it has these heart pockets. So this is going to be interesting, me showing you all this in this small little window. Okay, so there we go. How about that? How's that look, Michelle? Okay, so this apron, it seriously is pretty cute. Fun pockets. My mom was over here earlier today, and I asked her to look at the way this apron was trimmed. You can see it has this cute little striped bias edging. And what the conclusion we came to was that this is probably actually a manufactured apron versus a handmade apron. But if you think it's cute, you can just tell me how much you like polka dots and comment, and that'll enter you into the drawing. So anything I'm talking about you want to comment, that's great. So that apron, what I loved about this apron too, I wanted to share with you. It had a really interesting way that it tied on. So I'm going to try to show that to you guys. This, so it had this nice neck. So it was comfortable. It laid around the back of your neck. And then it had this piece that went down the center of the back. And then the ties, let's see, there they are. The ties would actually feed into a opening that was there at the end of that strap that went down the center back. So I thought that was just a really clever, kind of unique apron style. Maybe at some point I'll have to wear this over the next few weeks before Valentine's Day. So that's why, of course, we're talking about hearts, and it's Red Friday in Kansas City. So this live all came together really nicely. There's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for watching. And so the exciting news is that within this issue of Vintage Notions Monthly, there's actually a pattern, what they call the magic pattern, Mary Brooks pick and term, for a heart-shaped apron. And it's a super simple pattern, just that can be created using measurements. And but what was really fun is, as I was looking at the picture, I'm like, well, there are no straps. How does that stay up? You know, how does that work? And what it says here is at the end, sew small safety pins under the side bands at the top of the bib to pin to your dress, or use 2 decorative scatter pins. So number one, I've never heard of a scatter pin. If you have, let me know what it is. There's Chuck, Ann's husband. I know you guys are watching. Hi, Chuck. And so the scatter pins must have been what the process was, just pinning the bib of your apron to your dress. So I thought that was just some of the vintage lore that you learn about when you read through these magazines. And this issue was actually an anniversary issue, 1924. So the Institute was 8 years old, and the Inspiration newsletter is what is part of the content that you'll find in this issue. And each issue has a listing of the different articles and stories and content. And just so you guys know, these are available. You can find them on amyberrickman.com under PDF books in the shop area. And I wanted to share that. The apron was cute. A couple other things that I thought were really fun in this issue. I'm going to show you this. Clothes that make the men, and then look at the line underneath that. And mother makes the clothes. So there you go. Then we'll look also at, I thought this was really fun, a month of merrymaking. And this article starts out with, February, the month of red letter days, so short and fleeting and yet so full of fun and frolic. And so they mention all the president's birthdays, Lincoln, Washington, Valentine's Day, and then they mention Mardi Gras, which I forgot. We have Mardi Gras coming up in the month of February. So this had some cute images, actually, of at the Women's Institute celebration of their anniversary. They showed 2 tablescapes, one for the members of the school or the students that were in the sewing program, and another that were in the millinery program. And this sewing program had the sewing basket on their table, and the millinery program had the hat box. So I just thought that was a fun little celebration to share with you. And Michelle also told me, today, that her birthday is on Washington's birthday, which is 2/22, but we celebrate Washington's birthday on President's Day, which is the third Monday in February. So just quick reminder there. So hi, Dawn, how you doing? All right, so I showed you a little bit about this issue and the hearts. I did want to show you, some of you who may not know more about where all this content comes from and what it's related to. My Vintage Notions book was written using many of the lessons from the Women's Institute. And I'm showing you, I'm pulling out of a envelope a postcard that I got just recently that showed a picture of the Women's Institute. So I wanted to share that with you. It's always fun. It's kind of like a little unboxing of vintage treasures. So here was the school. It was located in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The building is still there. I wonder if we have anybody out there watching from Scranton or near Scranton. In fact, we have our wonderful new president that is from Scranton, so that's kind of fun too. But anyway, I thought you guys would appreciate seeing this postcard. Really pretty color in that postcard, and I love, you can see the little flag on top, and on the back of the postcard, I'm going to read you one quick note that it says. This, it teaches dressmaking, millinery, and cookery by the home study method. We're all kind of on that home study method these days, right? Carrying its service to women in every part of the United States and Canada, and to every foreign country within the reach of the male. So you can see that this school was influenced many of our generations of creative women here in the United States and around the world. So fun little vintage treasure to share today. So now I'm going to move on to talking. I promised I was going to share some other ideas for fabric hearts, and I'm going to start out with a project that I've had for many years, and I've always loved it. It circles back to what we did last week. We had the recycling that we did, recycled sweaters episode I did live last week. So you're welcome to find that in the group. You should be able to go under media or videos, and if you want to see past lives, you can go watch them there. So we talked about this sweater I'm wearing, which actually is kind of neat. It's like sleeveless. It's cashmere. So last week I was talking about upcycling sweaters, particularly cashmere sweaters. Well, this is a wool sweater, but notice the cute heart on it. Isn't that fun? And what? Lo and behold, mother of pearl buttons. So this, a woman named, I believe her, Amy Michael, made this. I have bought it at a wonderful little boutique in Kansas City. Oh, I have to show you what's at the bottom. Another favorite trim, ball fringe. But this was made by Amy, and I bought it at Eclectics, I believe. Eclectics Gift Gallery in Kansas City. So if you're from Kansas City and you want to find any great handmade gifts, Eclectics, it's over on Oak near Waldo. It's phenomenal. And my friend and fellow designer, Diane Stanley, sells some wonderful fabric projects over there, as well as many other talented people. So pretty fun, just so simple. This was actually polar fleece applique on. Hey, Kelly, there's my friend Kelly. Yay, good to see you. And she loves ball fringe. Actually, Kelly gave me a whole box of ball fringe a few weeks ago, and I used it when I made the little stocking. If any of you guys remember when I did the live on making the wool stocking, I used some of Kelly's ball fringe, a cream, little smaller ball fringe. So thanks, Kelly. It's good to see you here. So anyway, super simple but fun. Polar fleece applique on polar fleece, just two different colors of red. and then the buttons covering the outside around the, and that pattern or that design is actually in this book, buttonware. So you can find that. We have a PDF available of that on amyberrickman.com, and you could also find it like on Amazon too. So if you're interested in more fun button projects, this is a great resource. So another fabric project that I have want to share is just this super simple idea for upcycling a quilt. Maybe you have a quilt that's damaged or stained and you want to use some sections or pieces of it. But isn't that a fun way to repurpose a vintage treasure? So that little heart I wanted to share, and I love the shape of it. It's just a nice shape. And then this is a sweet little treasure that I think I got this at Eclectics too. And I think I want to share with you. Look at that velvet. Isn't it gorgeous? You know, I'm sure that's vintage. And then this is some sort of piece of jewelry that had been deconstructed and repurposed, and then a fun little edge. This is pretty elegant if you're into a little more elegant vintage look. All right, we're gonna move on, and let me make sure I have everything in place. Excuse me. Let's talk. Michelle, how are we doing on time? I just want to be okay. Are we about halfway?
We are. We've got a couple of questions.
Okay.
To know Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Who's going to win on Sunday?
Well, good question. You can imagine I am going to be cheering for the Kansas City Chiefs. In fact, that'll bring up. I think the Buffaloes have a great team. I love Josh Allen. And actually, he's my quarterback in my fantasy league that I'm in with my husband. So, and we're still playing fantasy football. So I'm going to be cheering for both teams here in Kansas City. And, you know, good luck to the other teams. If you're out there and you have a team in the playoffs this go around, you know, comment. Let us know who's out there. Let's see what football fans we have. While we're all at home and don't have a lot going on, I think, you know, events like games are some fun entertainment. So that's perfect timing, that question, Michelle. So I'm going to first of all show you one of my crafting projects that I did. You know, Kansas City won the Super Bowl last year. And I have a friend, his name is Matt Cooley, and he's a really great guy. And he is a crafter too. He doesn't know I'm going to be talking about his very unique and clever design that I actually copied from him. But I always want to give him credit. So here it is. This is my hat for the game. And what do I have here? But I deconstructed, or actually I used a rotary cutter and mat when I trimmed this koozie, this beer koozie or Coke koozie, to string through this material, which I'm going to show you right there. So that is a upcycled t-shirt. And we're going to talk a little more about upcycled t-shirts here in a minute. So pretty simple. I just chopped off like a 1.5 inches off the bottom of a t-shirt, stretched it, and then wrapped it through and trimmed my koozie and then cut little slits in the side. So if you have, say, your high school or college team koozie, you can always create yourself a fun cowboy hat with, you know, don't throw it out, save everything. It's some fun upcycling. Hi, Ann. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. I'm seeing all of the people coming through, but for some, I'm not seeing your comments. So that's why if I'm not answering, why I'm not answering. But I will try to go back after the live event and answer whatever questions that you guys have. So anyway, here's my cowboy hat. And I wore this last year when we were actually able to go to the games and watch. I watched some games wearing this hat and it seemed to be good luck. So I think I will wear it again on Sunday. And what else will I be wearing? Well, I'm going to show you my earrings because I bought these at the Strawberry Swing. If any of you are here in Kansas City, you know what that is. And I wanted to shout out to the maker that made these, and her name is Deanna, and she has something called the Sweet Lemon Project. So there, again, I'm always trying to figure out where to put things when I'm showing them to you guys. Hi, Kathy. There is the Sweet Lemon Project, but they're super lightweight and fun. And the Strawberry Swing's one of those indie craft fairs that is just phenomenal for creative inspiration and finding wonderful handmade, locally crafted treasures and gifts and all that. So I'm going to show you a couple more things that are Chiefs related. I was looking for a ring to wear today and realized I had this ring. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm trying. It is actually made of resin, and it has both yellow and gold buttons embedded in the resin. So that is kind of a cool, fun Chiefs apparel, or it's Chiefs accessory that I think I picked this up. Many of you know maybe that my mom used to have a store in West Des Moines, Iowa called Donna's, and sometimes I'd go to the gift market in Atlanta with her, and I think I ordered that from a really fun booth there in the design floor of the Atlanta gift mart. So one more little treasure that I found today in my jewelry box that made me think of the Chiefs. This is a piece of this fabric, if any of you recognize it, is actually made and designed by Janine from Uppercase Magazine. And we had a creative gathering. I think it was actually at Quilt Market. Maybe she was releasing her new line and she was giving away these fun little medallions or of her fabric, and it has a nice little dome, but there it is again. And actually a button would be fabulous in the center of one of these pieces too, but I love the fabric. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for watching. Okay, there I go. So we talked about jewelry, and of course, we also have to, when we're talking about things we're wearing these days, we have to talk about masks, right? So I thought I'd share my Chiefs mask with you guys. This is a new one that my mom has just recently made me, and so I'm going to share it. You can see there the Chiefs logo, the arrowhead. Love the color combination. So we have red and black, and then the ear cord to wrap around your ear is actually, again, that recycled t-shirt material that could be used. Hi, Judy. And this is a really nice pattern. I'll find out whose it is and try to post a link to it. I'm not sure whose it is. And also, I have done a couple fun YouTube videos on mask making and using the recycled t-shirts in your masks. So I will also try to post some links to those videos within the group. So be looking for those too. So now I think we're going to come to the announcement of what one of the things we're going to make in the workshop. And does that sound good to you, Michelle?
That sounds great.
Okay, so here it is. I'm going to actually put it onto model, and what it is an actual tether for your face mask, or a necklace, a chain for your face mask. You can call it different things, but this is it. And look what It's got mother of pearl buttons on it. And it is actually adjustable. So that's a neat thing that we've added. So there you go. There I am, ready to head to the Chiefs game if I actually had a ticket, which I don't, but I will enjoy watching on TV, and I hope you guys will watch too. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek. So there you go. I don't want to give away any more. So because I'd love for you guys to watch. The series has 3 episodes, and if you can watch, they're all about 20 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes. So there's 3 episodes, and then there's a final wrap up episode 2. So I hope you'll tune in for those. And one last thing I wanted to share that's also going to be on the episode for those of you who might be interested. In addition to having the projects, a couple projects to make in the workshop, we're also going to be talking about mother of pearl buttons and a little bit of the history. So this wonderful treasure you can see is these are the smoky mother of pearl buttons that are on a button card that is this is a vintage card, but it is in mint condition. And I was lucky enough to have Anne from Muscatine, who I visited when I went to see the Button Museum in Muscatine. She shared one of her treasures, one of these original mint condition button cards with me, and I love this modernistic graphic on it. So the button cards just have fabulous graphics, and that is what has drawn me to the mother of pearl buttons, as well as just the beauty of, and each one is really one of a kind too. So be sure to tune in to the workshop to learn more about mother of pearl buttons, as well as the 2 projects. And you do need to register. You can register on amyberkman.com/membership. We've been emailing. Oh, excuse me. Amy Berkman /workshop. And we've been sending some emails out and posting on social media to make sure you all are aware of this and have access to it. So also don't be surprised if you're on our mailing list. If you get through the next couple weeks, you're going to receive more emails from me than I've sent out before, but I don't want you to be alarmed. This is just a short amount of time that I'm going to be communicating more regularly with everybody, because I don't want anybody to miss out on seeing this this workshop. And it's 3 episodes, so just starting Tuesday of next week. So if you follow along, you'll be right in tune for it. Let's see, how we doing, Michelle? Are we? Everything's great. Any other questions? Are we getting lots? I want to make sure everybody has a chance to comment.
Yeah, send a comment right
Anything,
now.
send a comment right now. Tell us what team you're cheering for, Chiefs or the Buffaloes, or Chiefs or Bills, Buffalo or Kansas City, right? I don't know, Kara's watching out there, but she's one of our who's been working with me, and she's a big Buffalo fan. So it's always fun to have a friend on the other team to banter back and forth with a little bit. While we're giving people time to comment, make sure.
So they can get the giveaway.
Yeah, you want the giveaway. Oh yeah, I need to show the giveaway again, don't I, Michelle? What would I do without Michelle? Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without her. Here it is. Here is the Vintage Notions Monthly. And it's one of the bigger issues. See that? It has actually, it also has, Mary Brooks Picken wrote a book called The Secrets of Distinct Dress. And this is chapter number 3 from that book is part of this issue. So these issues have excerpts from some of Mary's books. They have the Inspiration newsletter. They even have fashion service. This has a whole article on morning dresses, home women's morning dresses, and a little section on lingerie. So just all kinds of interesting fashion to learn. And so this is part of, somebody's going to win this issue, and they're going to win some beautiful, see if I can get a really pretty one up there. Beautiful, where am I going? There I am. Beautiful mother of pearl buttons. They're all, like I said, creamy, white, beautiful. Perfect for making jewelry, embellishing clothing. And one last thing I forgot before I leave today. Last week, one of you guys asked, and I forgot who asked, what these were in the back of my, set here in my office. So these are, I believe these were used in newspaper publishing when they were printing, like typesetting type for advertisements. And I found them, I'm not sure what vintage venue, maybe Urban Mining, Good Juju are a couple of my favorite vintage venues for shopping for treasures in Kansas City. So maybe I was able to find these ladies down there, but they just keep me company here in my office. And I also have to show you, I love this flashcard, vintage flashcard make. So that's what our workshop is about, finding more joy in your making. All right, Michelle, have you picked a winner?
Well, not yet. We have one last question.
Okay.
If you don't win the giveaway, where can they find that issue?
If you don't win the giveaway, great, good question. You can find that issue on amyberkman.com. You can, if you want to order the PDF, you can do that under PDF books, sewing books. Or you can also go to Amazon if you want it in print, just the way I showed it to you. There are 24 issues of the Vintage Notions monthly magazine on Amazon. If you, and I believe there's a link on my website to that page. If you also go down in the shop area, you'll see a link to the Vintage Notions monthly. And you can see a video I did explaining the whole magazine series too. So is that helpful? All right. Somebody's out there watching college hockey. Now I'm seeing some, Donna. Hi, Donna. I love hockey too. Vermont, Catamounts. That would be my team to vote as far as hockey. We didn't have hockey when I was in KU. We have Jayhawks and we're basketball. Not so much football, if anybody knows. Everybody kind of knows that, but I did go to the Orange Bowl, Michelle. I forgot to tell you that. When they won the Orange Bowl, a while back, I was there with some great friends. So anyway, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend of football and family and maybe creating too. Maybe, think about some Valentine projects. Hopefully I've inspired you with some fabric hearts and some team spirit activities. I will say goodbye and thanks for watching, but wait, we need a winner. I almost left. Yeah, this is new. We've never done, you guys are great for giving us a little, patience here as we learn new things on live events. Okay.
All right, I have a name.
Okay.
Georgie Cortez.
Georgie Cortez.
I hope I'm saying that name right.
Yes, Georgie, I am so excited you won because I've seen your name commenting on my in the Vintage Made Modern group, and I appreciate it. So Georgie is the winner of the magazine, and that is issue number 14 and the Mother of Pearl buttons. So she will have to share with us what she makes with those buttons. We'll try to get them out in the mail to you tomorrow, Georgie. So you'll have them in time for the workshop. How about that? Okay. Signing off. Thanks, everybody. Take care.